In this video, the team of Lagena and metal detection expert Gary Drayton, along with archaeologist Fiona Steele, investigate a mysterious stone foundation on Lot 5, located on the western side of Oak Island. The team has been working on the discovery for 2 years, finding numerous clues that suggest it may be connected to the Oak Island mystery. The discoveries include 17th century trade beads, a mortar-like material matching soil samples from over 100 feet deep in the Money Pit area, and iron tools linked to Sir William Phipps, a 17th century English politician who conspired with a high-ranking Freemason named Andrew Belcher to bury a vast cache of Spanish silver and gold on Oak Island in 1687. Gary is allowed to detect potential metal targets in the Lot 5 feature, which has expanded 2 to 3 times its original appearance. However, the feature is still not completely exposed, and to do it properly requires patience. Gary suggests that there are only 3 metals that make that sound: copper, lead, or gold. The team hopes to find the gold and call for Gary to perform a gold dance. They plan to continue excavating and call back for further exploration when the pit is almost complete. The team is working on uncovering the mystery surrounding the Lot 5 stone foundation and its connection to the Oak Island mystery. The team is investigating a non-ferrous target found on Lot 5, located on the western side of the island. Craig Tester and Laird Niven, along with Jack Begley, are working to find an ornate copper button that could be a clue to the creator of the feature, as well as the brick structure in the swamp and possibly even the Money Pit. The team is eager to hear Emma Culligan's scientific analysis of the button, which they believe is quite unique. X-ray fluorescence mapping uses highly concentrated X-ray radiation to assign colors to individual elements on the surface of artifacts, creating a 2-dimensional image that highlights an object's finer details and can help determine when it may have been created. The button has an Englishy feel to it, with intricate flower inside. The button's small size suggests it might be from the late 1600s, but Gary believes it could be a cuff button or a fancy jacket button. The outer ring appears to have a design on it, and the button's worn appearance fits well with Sir William Phipps. The team is excited about the possibility of finding a deep story in the button's creation and how it made its way to the island. They hope to return after the discovery of the button and its connection to Sir William Phipps. The team is working to uncover a unique button near the rounded stone foundation on Lot 5 and its connection to Sir William Phipps. They are also working on a speculative date for the button's creation, with the team focusing on the 1700s and possibly earlier. In 1687, King James II of England ordered Sir William Phipps to conduct 2 salvage operations of the sunken Spanish treasure galleon, the Concepcion, near the Dominican Republic. However, Phipps and his assistant, Captain Andrew Belcher, delivered less than half of the silver and gold treasure recorded on the ship's manifest. Some of the treasure was secreted to Oak Island, according to 32 N-degree Freemason Scott Clark's theory. A button found on the Concepcion might be another clue supporting this theory, similar to the iron tools found in the round feature linked to William Phipps. Laird and the team believe the feature might be considerably older than initially thought. The button's flower design is an exciting find, but they need to find more to understand its significance. The team thanks everyone for their work and encourages further understanding of the button's significance. Gary, his nephew Alex, metal detectorist Gary Drayton, and Billy Gerhardt are ready to dig along the enigmatic cobblestone road in the northern marsh. They're near the shore and know there's been a lot of activity. Rick, his nephew Alex, and Drayton think the swamp may hold answers that prove Oak Island was a multi-generational attempt to hide something. A north-south log, massive timbers east-west, and rocks on top are found. Dr. Spooner stated the paved region is rare in nature. Rick wants Tom to inspect the odd wood and stone feature found a day earlier. The 14-foot log is under a large root structure. Tom thinks their dad or they didn't do it because hauling those big logs out here is hard. The rocks in a row under Billy provide interest. The first log found is well made, with carry logs supporting the structure and platform logs on top. Multiple logs flow this way and another there. Alex saw a layer of cobbles at the bottom of the hole, strategically placed. This mystery would be heavy. Laird finds it unusual, but Dr. Spooner has enough to make a good assessment. They'll bring in Dr. Spooner to take organic samples that can be dated to ascertain what happened. Rick, his nephew Alex, metal detectorist Gary Drayton, and Billy Gerhardt search the marsh for clues to a secret cobblestone road. They want to know more about the enigmatic building and its answers. The Oak Island team christened the triangle-shaped swamp's mystery circular creation the Eye of the Swamp, after its unnerving resemblance to the Masonic all-seeing eye. This is the first construction that directly points to the eye. Dr. Spooner's cores demonstrate ancient industry, while investigating a mysterious circular formation in the triangle-shaped marsh in 2019. The crew found the Eye of the Swamp, a man-made boulder formation. Dr. Spooner gave the crew shocking information regarding the feature's creation date, between 1680 and 1700, after studying organic elements. The crew is currently researching the possibility that 17th century English treasure hunter and politician Sir William Phipps and his Masonic companion Captain Andrew Belcher concealed a huge treasure stash in the money pit. The team hopes to date these logs after finding iron tools in Lot 5's circular feature that were scientifically related to William Phipps's birthplace. These huge logs allow that. The space seems to have a purpose, as working in a bog requires a platform. Phipps may be a possibility if it was 1680 or earlier. The team will keep digging along this line and locate more metals, bobby dazzlers, and top pocket finds to investigate the Eye of the Swamp and its possible relationship to the two man-made features. Marty Lagena, along with researchers Doug Crowell and Emiliano Sacchetti, archaeologist Laird Niven, and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan, are meeting with Loretta Decker, a manager for Parks Canada, and archaeologist Kevin Smith at the National Historic Site of L'Anse aux Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada. L'Anse aux Meadows is the first evidence of European presence in North America, with the Norse coming from Greenland around 1000. The site, which covers nearly 31 square miles, is currently the only verified Viking settlement in North America. Since its discovery in 1960, nearly 800 Viking and Norse artifacts have been discovered, along with the remains of 8 buildings and a forge for producing iron tools. The team came to L'Anse aux Meadows because they followed an east-to-west passage led by Norwegian explorer Helge Ingstad, which led them to Scandinavia, and found evidence that the Norse might have been involved on Oak Island. They are now looking for more evidence at L'Anse aux Meadows that may help connect the descendants of Vikings and the Knights Templar to the Oak Island mystery. The team is trying to figure out where the Vikings or Norse might have gone, specifically on Oak Island. They believe there may not have been here during the summers, but they may have been working in the fall after returning from their expeditions. They also know that butternuts and a butternut burl were found nearby, indicating that the Norse explored much further south. The team is exploring the connection between Viking descendants and the Templars, as mentioned in the sagas. They believe that the Norse visited Rome to meet with the Pope, which put the Pope in direct control of them. The sagas also mention that the Norse were claiming land to the west. On Oak Island, they have found evidence of European activity in the 13th century, suggesting that the Norse may have played a role in the area. Marty Lagena, a blacksmith trained in the Viking Age, has been working on the site for 25 seasons. They are now suspecting that the Norse may have played a role in the events at L'Anse aux Meadows. Lagena and her team have reacquired an artifact from 1965, which was found in a dig in Nova Scotia and resembled the Viking time period. Emma Culligan, who has done X-ray fluorescence spectrometer scans on the arrowhead, believes that these levels indicate pre-1700s. This may support the other dates from their other findings on the island in a medieval context. The team is also exploring the possibility of using bog ore, a naturally forming iron deposit found in swamps or rivers, to make the iron arrowhead. Bog iron, a material commonly used by Vikings and their descendants, could help prove that the artifact is of Scandinavian origin. The team is excited to collect data on bog iron and compare Oak Island artifacts to potential bog iron. The trip to L'Anse aux Meadows has become complex, and they are looking forward to returning to the island to further explore the connection between Vikings and the Templars.